outbreak happened are being monitored after arriving back from the ship. Their exact location is not known yet, so...
You see, that doesn't make sense. How are they being monitored, bro? Like, bro, y'all niggas are the government. Oh, what's up? Oh, what's up? Yo, what up? It's Amache back here with another video. Today we're about to be reacting to a video by Maury. The video is going to be on the virus is getting worse. Hantavirus, in quotes. Yeah, this fucking Hantavirus has been talked about for the last few days after the whole news about like the whole cruise ship having that shit, and them motherfuckers actually letting like at least like 40 people travel throughout the United States on planes with that shit, and knowing they could just like expose everybody on that fucking plane, bro. They should just lock these motherfuckers down and lock them down until they could figure out something, you know, for these motherfuckers, because this whole thing's all like coming from like rats and rodents and shit. And just to discover on the damn ship, no rats were on there. So man, I'm up here thinking this is like a conspiracy theory, bro. I'm not a big conspiratist, man, but like, nigga, that has to be some sort of planted. Like, this shit just seems kind of weird, my nigga. But like, let's get into this and talk about this. Before I get into it, like and subscribe if you've been enjoying my reactions, and don't forget to click that hype button. I keep forgetting to remind myself, but let's do it.
All right, guys and gals, so in a huge update, they say nearly 40 cruise passengers exposed to a deadly virus, as we all know is the Hantavirus now, may have already scattered across the globe as authorities scramble to track them down. Dozens left the MV Hondius ship without contact, tracing after a Hantavirus outbreak that's already killed at least 3 people. The World Health Organization warns that while human-to-human transfer is uncommon, it's still possible. And by the way, I heard a flight attendant, I believe from South Africa, Johannesburg, who was a KLM flight attendant who helped the infected passenger from the MV Hondius, who was a Dutch woman who was sick. Basically, the flight attendant, after realizing the passenger was sick, she helped her out, and then the flight attendant, well, she's infected and now she's in the hospital, unfortunately. But they say that
they say the shit's uncommon, and then a case travels human to human. Bro, I mean, okay, I'm trying to give these niggas a grace of just like not knowing, you know, what this virus, and you know, they have to do research into this to find a cure, or you know, like how to handle this shit. But like, they're doing a shitty job so far, bro. I don't like to try to rush people, but like, nigga, we do not want to end up in a coronavirus part 2, nigga. Like, Jesus Christ, it's like people like kind of saw this coming years later, bro.
Agencies are now racing to locate passengers across multiple continents before more cases emerge. And I just gotta say, good luck. Good luck. Here on Twitter, someone said, "Are we effing dead ass?" with this Twitter poster saying, 2023 Corona ended, 2026 Hantavirus. And this tweet was made in 2022 before both viruses even came about. Well,
don't tell me this shit has to be edited. I don't know if well, did Hantavirus like did Hantavirus really fucking like exist back then? I don't fucking know, but like, I don't want to just be saying a lot of dumb shit in this video. I'll just add my opinions on this shit, but like, I don't want to be like throwing out like dumbass facts.
Technically, Corona and Hantaviruses have always been known, but clearly they're referring to potential epidemics, pandemics.
Oh, okay. At least he corrected me.
Gotta say, that is kind of creepy. I don't know if they messed with the API or changed something, you know, to edit the tweet to make it seem like he tweeted this stuff out before both things happened. But yeah, they're saying breaking: flight attendant hospitalized with mild symptoms in the Netherlands had contact with woman who died of hantavirus in Johannesburg. So that's the flight attendant I was talking about. Someone in the comment section said, "Bros get a new unknown virus and the first thing they do is take a flight." Well, the thing is, the woman, I don't think that woman knew she was sick with this specific strain of virus. And again, keep in mind the incubation period. A lot of people can leave that expedition or that boat healthy or thinking they're healthy, and then they could have caught a flight. She could.
Man, this kind of puts me out of the mood to do anything overseas or even travel, bro. I'm probably gonna put my plans on hold for like a year until this shit gets solved and cleared up. My whole plan, like, I mean, at least this year or next year, I was going to try to go on a cruise, but like, if they got this shit like running around, I don't want to do shit, bro. I mean, if we end up in another pandemic, I really just do not want to fucking like get sick or just end up traveling by accident. Cause like I handled the coronavirus pretty well. I never know if I was infected or not, but like I literally kind of handled that pretty well by just staying up in the house by like not going out and trying to do really pretty much anything.
Could have started showing symptoms while she was in the airport trying to go back home to wherever she's from, South Africa. Also, this tweet here I'm seeing floating around, they say Israel has confirmed their first recorded case of human with hantavirus, reportedly unrelated to cruise ship outbreak. So yeah, do not confuse this with it being linked to this specific strain that is being transferred from human to human. This strain is very rare. The one that this Israeli got was from Europe, which was from a rodent. It's just the fact that they're reporting this now and the timing of it all is just kind of scaring people. But yeah, according to leading report, they say hantavirus exposure may have reached up to 12 countries, which is multiple continents, which is very spooky to me, according to the World Health Organization. And according to this video from Shadow of Ezra on Twitter, he says the World Health Organization says passengers on the cruise ship need to start wearing masks again and completely isolate themselves in their cabins. And this is that video. Here's what she has to say about this.
We know on board they have taken some precautions to try to minimize the risk. What they have advised on board is disinfection of the rooms. They have confined people to their cabins and providing food and water. And they have asked, as a precautionary measure for anyone leaving their room, to wear a medical mask.
Right.
We certainly advise people who are caring for those who are suspected of this.
Truly, I do feel for those people that are like, you know, having to be quarantined and, you know, they barely catching this shit, and them select people being like the ones that have to stay behind. I mean, I'm sorry. I feel sorry. Like, I know these people are like really human, but we really have to keep y'all on lockdown, because if y'all go out into the world and, you know, shit's gonna get bad, bro. Shit, you know, you never know. That shit might jump next person, jump to the next person, jump to the next person. This shit's like a fucking zombie apocalypse, bro. Shit, we thought COVID was a zombie apocalypse. This shit might be the part 2 version, man. Like, man, that was like the first world pandemic back in 2020, bro. Shit, I guess Warzone about to be popular again, man.
These viruses are hantaviruses to wear a higher level of personal protective equipment. That guidance has been given to the people on board, but also there are the 2 patients that are in hospital in the Netherlands, and there's a patient in ICU in South Africa.
Also saying from my fellow Georgian residents, 2 Georgia residents who were aboard the cruise where the hantavirus outbreak happened are being monitored after arriving back from the ship. Their exact location is not known yet, so how are they being monitored if their exact locations are not known? I don't know. Let me
see. That doesn't make sense. How are they being monitored, bro? Like, bro, y'all niggas are the government, bro. Use your fucking government fucking spy shit, or use some type of shit to find these niggas, bro. This is like when people are really willing to, like, you know, be on the government side, so like they can just like be spying on people, because this shit is a fucking this shit can spill out and be a global pandemic if you let these people free. Like, they're being monitored, but like you don't know their exact locations. What are you, like, spying on them from some type of CCTV or something? Like, that doesn't make sense.
just play the clip here.
2 Georgia residents are now being monitored after returning from a cruise ship linked to that deadly hantavirus outbreak. 3 people have died, and health officials are now tracking possible exposures across the country, including some here in Georgia right now. Our Stephanie Haynock is joining us live this morning from the Georgia Department of Public Health. Seth,
by the way, the CDC is literally located here in Atlanta, Georgia. So yeah,
I know you've been reaching out this morning to try and get some new information to kind of narrow down where in Georgia these 2 people live. Have you had any luck getting a response?
no luck just yet, Jonathan. I know I have a bunch of people texting me this morning who I know personally asking, where are these two people that were exposed to hantavirus in Georgia? In the last 10 minutes, the Georgia Department of Health did respond back, still, though, not confirming where exactly these people live right now, though they did send us the same information we received yesterday. I did ask, when will that information be released to the public? We're waiting to hear back on that. But what we do know is that these two people that were exposed, they're not showing any symptoms, Jonathan. They seem to be healthy, according to the health department. And
there's a lot of very vague and diffuse language here. They're being monitored, yet exact locations aren't known. They appear to be healthy, but what? And they're not showing any symptoms, according to the health department.
Oh my God, bro. So these are just like a strain of like COVID again, or just like any other like sickness. I'm not trying to put COVID on the board again, but like this is just like any other thing of being sick. People look normal and fine, but they could be infected. This is just getting scary again, bro. Like they're gonna have to fucking like take down these people and take them in, bro. Like put your work, put everything on like notice. I mean, them niggas gonna be paying for whatever you have to pay for, bro. Like the government gonna have to do what they gotta do, because like you got to quarantine these people. That's just terrible.
Like, I can understand why some people may think this is intentional or calculated. I don't know what to believe. I think this may be in Mother Nature just self-correcting. This may be just a freak accident. Like, things happen. I don't know.
Are being monitored closely. We know that they were both aboard this cruise ship.
They're being monitored closely. What?
Ship where this hantavirus outbreak all started. 3 people on that cruise ship have now died. Now, the hantavirus, it's rare, but a serious illness. It's most commonly linked to exposure to infected rodents, and it can lead to severe respiratory complications. Now, some of those symptoms really look similar to the flu. They include fever, fatigue, muscle aches, headaches, cough, shortness of breath. Now, the Georgia Department of Health, we're waiting to hear back, but we hope to learn some more information regarding what exactly happened. We know that investigators are still looking into what exactly started this outbreak on the cruise ship. Live in downtown Atlanta.
You see all the diffuse and vague language here. Appear to be hope. Like, no, I'm sorry. I want some hardcore facts here. They don't even know the direction.
I feel like, bro, news people are just like drilled for this. Like I think news people are like literally like the main ones, or like, the new stations are like the main ones trying to ask the questions. And I think people are trying to call in and ask them questions, asking them questions on social media and shit. But they're like drilled and trained to like use these specific words to like skate and get around it and try to give people some hope and getting people to be like, psh, we ain't gonna worry about this. They got us. But like, no, bro, this shit is getting serious, because like when the people that are supposed to be professionals up trying to track these people are not doing their job, or not knowing what's going on either, like what the fuck are we supposed to do?
Source, they're just speculating, because this typically comes from rats, and it typically is not able to be transferred from human to human. Clearly, this is a rare case. They say we're in uncharted territory here. They're saying it's in 12 different countries, different continents. Multiple people have been infected. The incubation period can go up to 8 weeks, on average from 2 to 4 weeks. That's creepy to me. And there's a 40% mortality rate, between 40 and 50%. And that the older you get, the weaker your immune system is. The higher the chance of you dying, which is upsetting. Of course, if you have parents and grandparents and people with compromised immune systems, even if they're young, yeah, that is dangerous. As someone pointed out in the comment section, being monitored, an exact location not known yet. Maybe I misheard. Maybe we're all mishearing this thing. Maybe we're not reading this properly. I'm confused. Is this a script? Another person said, monitored closely, lock them MFers up, quarantine them for a couple months. The F were you doing? You know what's crazy to me? Side note, The Walking Dead, I believe, was filmed here. The CDC is here. They have 2 people.
That's what's fucking crazy, bro. Like The Walking Dead was filmed there, and it actually being the fucking infected like realm over there is just so fucking crazy. And then that's where everything kind of all started, bro. And the Walking Dead show, bro.
They're saying are being monitored, yet the exact locations are not known. How the f does that even, like, sequentially in a sentence make any sense? That those string of words and everything that I'm feeling right now, I'm getting a bad feeling. It's very off-putting. And then here we have this video here from the Shadow of Ezra on Twitter. He says the WHO says the hantavirus outbreak is the reason why governments around the world need to be a part of a global health order. That already sounds evil and maniacal as f to me. Wow, a new world order. They say. Here's this.
But how does that translate in a global solidarity? I will let time to tell. But we really need this incident. This outbreak has seen why the world needs a global entity that coordinates the Argentina
yes.
support how they come forward.
Nah, I feel like this is just like a whole ploy to just try to gain control. Stop using this virus to make an excuse to try to, you know, do some political control, bruh.
The support we are receiving now from U.S. institutions, we live in an interconnected world. That outbreak from one part affects everywhere. We are going both through the technical collaborations, in sharing information, guidance. We rely heavily as DG multiple sides. What I'm saying is that the expertise of USCDC is an asset for the world, and we have been benefiting from that.
So clearly the World Health Organization, the WHO, are heavily invested in this, of course. Spooky thing about this is they say the Andes strain causes hantavirus pulmonary syndrome, and experts maintain that around 40% of patients who develop hantavirus pulmonary syndrome die from it. That is what the f like. Guys, I don't want to freak anybody out here, but if you are older with a weak immune system, please.
Bro, yeah, exactly. Fuck protecting myself. You gotta make sure you protect your mom. You gotta make sure you protect your grandparents. Everybody's older right now, and their immune systems are not what it used to be when they were younger. So this shit really, I mean, especially, you know, your immune system, probably at least up to, you know, 40 or something, but at least your immune system's still good. But like, you gonna have to protect them at all times, bro. This shit is just getting ridiculous, bro. I really
try your best to not catch this.
I really do not want to fucking try to be in a pandemic 2.0, bro. This shit is like really kind of making me upset, bro. Cause man, this shit's about to be bad for everybody, bro. We gonna have to just like pray that these motherfuckers get this shit under control, because I know the whole world is panicking and do not feel like going through this again. I remember seeing clips of, like, you know, COVID a long time ago, whole cities panicking and shit because that shit was just like not under control over there, and like people dying, people, you know, fatalities happening, and 3 people already died from this already, and they're gonna have to make sure they quarantine those bodies, and just like the Black Plague or something, bro, because this shit is just getting like ridiculous right now. I hope they're able to get this under control, and I hope some good positive news coming back from this, because yeah, nobody feel like going through this again. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of this hantavirus below, because this ain't about to be good. But hey, leave a like and subscribe. We are on the road to 600, bro. We just hit that 550 probably like days ago, but like we are on the road to 600. I'll catch you guys in the next video.
He was the best guy around. What about the people he murdered? What murder?